purpose. Okay, next speakers. Let's see. Beautiful couple from Indianapolis. I got to golf with Rodney yesterday. Was that yesterday? Day before. He's really good. And they're a beautiful couple. They're killing it at EXP. Help me welcome Rodney and Amanda Hurd from Indianapolis. Give them a hand. Hoosiers.
So I'm Rodney Hurd. This is my wife, Amanda Hurd. I got licensed and started with RE/MAX in '07. Probably the best decision I ever made in my life because I met the most amazing, beautiful woman. That best thing ever happened to me. I truly wouldn't be where I'm at today without her. So, and it's amazing how certain people you meet in your life bring you to directions. And Jeff Wilhelms, another person that got us standing up here today with persistence. But and tell you a little bit about my background. We did pretty well for a couple years when I first got in. So Keller Williams recruited me to be a team leader in Charleston, South Carolina. Went there and I learned how that whole private share thing didn't work. So I learned that they had me ask for a cash call from the owners at KW at the time because they were losing money. And that's one thing that amazes me about this. They're never going to ask you for a cash call. In fact, they're giving you stock. So EXP is just so far been amazing. So Jeff Wilhelms, and we're part of a rate program or rate thing, and he approached me. What was it? Approached us. I don't know.
Too long ago.
Yeah, it was. And he said, "Dude, you got to check out EXP." And I said, "Man, we're an independent now. We've been with Keller Williams. We know that private share thing doesn't work. We're putting $450,000 in our checking account every year. Why do we need to pay somebody else money?" He said, "You got to check this out." So he got through our prideful, got through that, and he said, "Man, you just got to do this. It's important." So we watched a video. We talked to him, and Amanda talked to me and said, "Man, we got to do this." So she's really the one that's a speaker. She's coached for Corcoran. She's a brain, so I'm going to hand the microphone off to her.
Wow, he should, hang out with me every day. I do want to make a point, though. It took us a long, and I do not recommend this, 8 months to make our decision. And as that was happening, we saw other friends and peers just come on in. Anybody else in that same boat where you just didn't make the decision fast enough? So I would say, if you're in here and you're thinking about it, just jump, because once you're in it, then it is so much more impactful. So hopefully these type of events just really hit home. And I'm kind of like, if I had a hashtag right now, it would be off the charts. This is amazing. Like Rodney said, normally I'm the one coaching and feeding. We have a production team. We do about over $57 million a year with just a few guys. I have like a frat house for a team. They're amazing. And that's who we feed. So when we made our decision, that was one of the biggest decisions, was what can we do for them? And I think somebody mentioned this earlier, I want to say. It was Craig and Shelley. Pat yourselves on the back, because we were independent for 3 years. Prior to that, we were with Keller Williams. And you saved yourself a lot of money, effort, energy, and time by jumping right into EXP to be able to plug into these amazing systems. And one of the takeaways I want to share with you is, if we would have had this system, and I believe somebody called us in 2013 about a cloud brokerage, that they needed a broker in Indiana, and we were like, yeah, whatever. Which, you just kind of want to kick yourself in the butt for now. But that piece it was amazing. We were very good at it. We had a common goal. When you have common goals, and this was just, I think Rob just talked about this too, you have synergy. That's what EXP does. We all have a common goal, and that is to grow this together. That's why it feels different. It sounds different. No one quite gets it when you first talk to them. It's a lot to absorb. I feel like sometimes I have to slow down. And then they come back, and then they have more questions. So that's something that, it's changed our agents' lives. We set our business goals now with these goals of who we're going to attract, who our hit list is, how many we're going to attract with the goal, a stretch, and a dream. It's something that is ingrained into our organic day. It's, they're talking to people that they're in transactions with. They're in production, so it's something that can't consume them on a daily basis. We just talk about it being very organic. So that's the other thing. Work it into your organic day. You're out there doing real estate, connect with everyone. I would say, too, our biggest connection being an independent broker is talking to other independent brokers because they think we're crazy when we first talk to them. They're like, why would you give up control? Why would you give up all the money you're bringing in, etc.? Well, once we stopped and thought about it and talked to Jeff some more, it hit me. I was the go-to on everything. I was even the go-to for Rodney. The go-to on technology, accounting. I need my check. I've got troubles. Can I get some advance on commission? Can I do this? Can I do that? And EXP leveraged me day one. And I kind of poo-pooed EXP World. I was like, yeah, the cloud brokerage. Yeah. And I was like, all right, I'll give it a try. Because what is this? This is low risk, high reward, right? That is the biggest, yep, yes. That's the biggest key I share with everyone. Entrepreneurs will take high risk. When we came back to Indianapolis, we were not married. This is a second marriage for both of us. And meeting each other did change our lives because this man has taught me to not take myself so seriously, which is awesome. But we were, it's true. I can be a little intense sometimes. But we were both separately broke and I was $30,000 in debt. Rolling into town with everything I owned in my car because my parents had both got very sick at the same time. And I just said to him, I'm going back to Indy. Broke and in debt. I knew I could jump right back into real estate and get going. So when you have felt the pain, somebody else talked about this earlier, you aren't scared to reinvent yourself. You're not scared of high risk. You're going to jump. You're going to go for it because you have that burning passion because you've been so low. This is low risk, high reward. And sometimes I beat myself on the head like, they're not getting it. And that I can't understand that sometimes. But those independent brokers, if you guys have them, I am willing to talk to anybody and explain the process we went through and how just in, are we 7.5 months in, I want to say, with kind of a lot of distractions that happened right when we came in, a lot of transition. But we literally have the momentum now and it's taking off. And I just, I'm excited to be here, all that we're being fed. I just feel like we're going to conquer the world. So I am super excited. Did you have any other takeaways? Nothing? Okay. I would just say 317-617-2851. Any independent brokers from the smallest. Oh, I know one other thing I wanted to mention real quick. I've got time. Okay. The people that instantly in our market were recognized, we're on TV, radio, so we do have that credibility. For those of you who maybe are, smaller, you don't have that credibility, you don't always have to go after the top producers, the high production teams. Find those people that are already organically ingrained in the realtor community because we weren't. We were all about production, changing lives on our team. And I pretty much said to my team from time to time, don't hang out with realtors. They can't make you any money. And okay, so here we go, right? All of a sudden, we're all sitting in here making money on our peers, which is amazing. And Glenn's brilliant. It's brilliant. So that's something, if you can connect with those people that are already on the committees, they have that service heart, they want to change lives. They'll get it. They'll get it on a different level. It might not be woohoo, revenue share and agent ownership, but the impact with the technology and the streamlined systems, you can do what Rodney and I did. It took us about 4 years, and we were probably in debt the first 2 years, turned it around, lots of success, finally got there. You can do it with EXP differently, right? You can build your organic organization. You don't have to spend. If we're getting $2 million in GCI, we're probably spending about, 1.5 million, 1.2 million of that to run the business, right? To generate the business and to have the operational staff. So now you don't even need to do that. You don't even need to go to that expense, and I bet you can do it in maybe a third of the time. So that's what's exciting to me. That's what I share with people, and I try to give them a bigger vision. All right. Thank you.